Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast. I'm your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland. Off here to glorious 1v1 on Bayuex in the east. It is IncaUna fighting for America, freedom, democracy. Here rolling out with the glorious 3rd Armored Division with Urban Assault, Mechanized Company and Recon support with triple infantry. As the west, it is PFC fighting here for the 272nd Bodenständige Infanteriedivision, task defending the Reiches and borders of the Reich. Here with Osttruppen doctrine featuring Osttruppen, entrenching tools, artillery field officer, supply drops, and the railroad to support with Panzerfaust infantry and mine bulletins. We got a double Osttruppen starting for PFC versus double Rifle start there for IncaUna. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my patron supporter for not being able to keep allowing me to do so many episodes. And I do them on a daily basis. A big thanks out to all those. You too can join the ranks by pledging on Patreon. You can also just donate by PayPal as well. Links in the description. And finally, you can also just comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button to keep things engaged and moving. Triple Osttruppen here for PFC, who does like to go heavy on the Osttruppen, who does go for the Osttruppen doctrine. Double Rifle squad there for IncaUna so far, with a possibly, no, not fast tech there, could be. Sending up with the Osttruppen for Deutschland, heading northwards here. And heading southwards for the Pioneer sandbags down there so far. And mostly standard start. Obviously, Osttruppen is a bit rarer, though again, there has been a slight increase in some players going for, in which case they will typically go for a lot of Osttruppen. PFC in particular tends to go for a lot of Osttruppen. Reason moving forwards here, based relying on just, them being fairly combat efficient for the low cost if you get them in large enough numbers and just basically overwhelm your opponent with, well, sheer numbers. Moving towards the center, of course, without cover, they are still pretty much utter rubbish. You really need that cover bonus to be able to like hit the broadside of a bun from the inside. Third round one way for IncaUna. By that point, he's got a 3rd squad out. PFC now has 4 Osttruppen squads in the field, so that's kind of what you even like the nerfs to the Osttruppen. That is how you leverage, whatever advantage they have. Again, they're going to get nerfed once more with the upcoming Commander update whenever that hits. However, the reasons put back up with the Osttruppen. So yes, sheer numbers here being unleashed against IncaUna and the Americans. 3rd Armored Division finds on the defensive as PFC unleashes tidal waves of, well, fairly expendable infantry against the IncaUna and Pioneers with the Rifle squad here. Rifle squad being bled out, Osttruppen there, they're being bled out faster, but they are considerably more expendable in service of Deutschland. There goes squad white, but he's already gone on the white. But that said, that much heavy bleeding could become a problem there for PFC, in particular now as IncaUna is hitting the southern fuel point. He's not gaining a fuel point to compensate. Still, oh, we got grenades off here. Trying to catch the Osttruppen that way. Sneaky IncaUna, but not a bad idea either, particularly since they are going to be bunched up. And larger numbers. Grenades are certainly a nice, handy counter there from IncaUna. Not bad here. And the Bodenständige Infanteriedivisionen, for those who are not aware, were basically a series of static infantry divisions meant to man the Atlantic Wall. They were typically made up of very low-grade infantry and would increase the war when dawn, find themselves replaced with Osttruppen in those divisions. Most of those Osttruppen would surrender to the Americans, to the British, and the Americans would in most cases hand them over to the Russians, who would of course send them straight to the gulags. Osttruppen was Rifle squads up north here, a bit of fighting going on there. Almost got a northern field point here. But the overall theory of the Bodenständige Infanterie Division was basically how the Germans would grade units after, combat readiness, what they expect of them. They basically had these grade 4 and 5 divisions, which could pretty much only be expected to hold prepared fortified positions. And that's what basically these Bodenständige Infanterie Division was done. They were basically specifically created with low-grade infantry in mind to then hold, the Atlantic Wall. So again, there were some significant issues with that. Telemann here from PFC. We got 5 Osttruppen squads here versus IncaUna there with the lieutenant on the way there. Good chunk of the map now here secured by Deutschland. Troops reinforcing. Sandbags there. The Bodenständige Infanterie Division were also a bit unique in that they were the only unit alongside the Waffen-SS units that actually retained the 3rd Infantry Battalion in its regiments. Whereas again, most army units had to give up the 3rd Battalion to make up for the losses at Stalingrad and North Africa. The Bodenständige, or stand-fast divisions, were exempt for that, and so also had a lot more infantry, but again, a lot of low-quality infantry. Rifle squad pushing forward here for IncaUna. Pioneers moving forward here, backed up with the Osttruppen. 6 squad, that is, as you might notice, a lot of Osttruppen here, so bit of pressure in IncaUna, of course also bit of pressure on PFC to handle all of these Osttruppen. definitely need to make use of the entrenching tools as the match goes on there to fully utilise their cover ability here. Ralph Court chatting the Osttruppen here, more Osttruppen arriving, though again, I don't think that's going to be sufficient enough here for PFC to win this engagement. Big 2 points wise, he's getting a bit of bleeding there going on his opponent. Osttruppen, they're routed, just grenades being flung left, right and centre. We got the returning forts, Osttruppen planning his nearby, more Osttruppen pushing forwards here. Charging at those goddamn krauts. 50 cal there, slowly getting ready for IncaUna to help, and he's going for a 7th Osttruppen squad. That, oh, he cancels it, Apparently 7 was even a bit too much there for PFC. You know, Heinz, I'm almost starting to feel sorry for them. Almost, yeah, almost. You know, I am a good German after all. So don't fully feel sorry for them. Also, I think in this case we might be wasting ammunition on them. And it's 50 coming forward, take around northern points. Sneaky there. Bunker up, no tech yet for PFC. Probably going to rely on the supply drop and then either no push for tier 3 faster, or he could rush for tier 4, though obviously I would not advise that personally. Osttruppen out by northern point there, 5th coming in with the rifle squad, going to stop here PFC's forces. Back here, troops reinforcing. Going for weapon racks, it could be a fairly good idea for IncaUna, but then again, grenades just fast and of course cost him a lot of munition, but again, it does help in some cases versus PFC's troops. I do understand not going for the BARs here, since it's always going to be tough. Meanwhile, troops reinforcing, healing here for PFC. 50 cal sitting out there. Tank traps from IncaUna, very good. Also has the 50 cal. Heinz there might be sticking his face a bit too far, could get the entire squad to press. And there you go, grenade! Nice throw there by IncaUna. PFC the spots immediately in retreat was still very nice there. Thumbs up to IncaUna. Up north here, Osttruppen holding back the route squad, making it happen and push forwards here across a lot of open ground. This is while again they are pretty rubbish outside of cover, in cover, they're actually fairly decent for their cost then. Particularly versus units, you know, not in cover. Which is obviously what happens being utilised. So there you go, grenade off. That's going to be a thing of what the Osttruppen should have treated sooner. Then again, you could just run a grenade into the retreat. Perhaps it may not have mattered, to be honest, so much there for PFC. Down to 5 Osttruppen squads. He's already lost 2 so far. And it's obviously not being particularly slowed down. Least of all, I imagine, emotionally. Goddamn these krauts! They're just sacrificing their troops! Commander must be feeling bad about this, right? Ach nein! Mein brandy! It's gone! I feel so upset! But not about these Osttruppen. Sandbags up here, another awesome squad there for PFC. Bit of skirmishing up north, Ralph squad push back here. Nothing further going on there yet. No focus on mechanized command post there for IncaUna. Partly because, I mean, PFC is actually, you know, effectuating fairly good field disruption, making it difficult for them to take, like, say, push for Stug anytime soon. So, may of course decide just to try and push for medium arm as well here in the face of PFC's fairly overwhelming map control, but again, at a high cost. But it's clearly a cost PFC is more than willing, if not happy, to pay. Take down there for PFC, though again, I expect him to fully utilise here the supply drop for the support weapons there, getting machine gun out there, plus a pack 40. 50 cal dispersing the Osttruppen, but then we got the Osttruppen flanking the 50 cal. Winghead here as well, we got Osttruppen caught the rifle squad, taking his thing a bit closer there with the grenade here that IncaUna could chuck at PFC's forces. There we go, piling the grenade off and dodged. South, the Osttruppen being overwhelmed as IncaUna suddenly switches hard southwards instead of hitting northwards. Tries to swing through and hit PFC's resources, not bad, though his own resources are now under threat once more by the German menace. A lot of bleeding though, it's making it a bit hard for him to go for the supply drop. He's going for another Osttruppen squad. Oh, he cancels it. Then takes up instead. He's like constantly thinking, could I add more Osttruppen to this? And it's like, you know, nein. Don't do it, Ludwig. Don't do it. You promised your mothers to be good boys this year. Anyways, Osttruppen forwards there. North here, 50 cal holding up. Osttruppen being suppressed. Ralph squad sitting out. And we got Osttruppen caught and routed. Halfway down there. And another 50 cal for IncaUna. He needs some tool to manage all these sheer numbers that PFC just keeps lobbing at him. Got Lieutenant being flanked by the Pioneers. Grenade off than the Pioneers. Almost got them. Close call there for PFC. That would actually been a loss. That would have been slightly more harsh for PFC if he'd lost those. There you go. Tech almost done. You could actually rush out an Ostwind at this pace. Or Stug. Most likely than Ostwind, but definitely an Ostwind rush right now could be fairly effective since IncaUna, I don't think, would expect an Ostwind rush. Like, he's still caught up in all of the Osttruppen. Suddenly chucking Ostwind, he's going to be like, oh god damn. These crats outsmarted us. He's right for chucking the Osttruppen here, focusing down with a lot of valiant firepower. That key enough the third gun. He's going to have to probably, I think, go for anti-tank guns with the captain. He actually doesn't really have much there either, so like, you know, just act as a anti-tank, bother button. Like, he doesn't have airborne, so he's got no way of, shall we say, covering up from a sudden Ostwind at him, being thrown at him. Fifth cover to the Osttruppen, Lieutenant flanking up behind, he could chuck a grenade here and into the rear of PFC's forces. Do some damage there. Oh, grenade set there. Ostttruppen push back, more Ostttruppen arriving though, just so many Osttruppen still. You see IncaUna doing some work here now, sort of slowly constraining PFC and getting control of the map, but of course, that's only going to last until the armoured vehicle hits the field. Well, again, Ostwind to Panda 4, I do not know which it is, but I would certainly advise the Ostwind person. They almost cut to ribbons with the Ostttruppen, Osttrummen's almost cut to ribbon by the Americans. Guess which player will be affected more by that wipe. Ostwind is suppressed with the 5th kill, murdering her. They got 6 kills. Using flank up there, go flamethrowers on the flank of the reactions, making that harder. Right squad need to retreat. We got more Osttruppen setting out, and then just more and more Osttruppen. Very close here to some armor there for PFC. Very close. As for IncaUna, we do get the mechanized command post. And PFC can actually now go for the Ostwind. Again, Ostwind right now I think would be absolutely crippling here for IncaUna due to its incredible efficiency versus infantry. Well, it's incredible, very good efficiency. Incredible might be a bit of an exaggeration from the propaganda ministry. But Panther on the way there, again solid. But also I can understand the logic, like he may not be entirely sure how his opponent looks in terms of armor and whatnot. So having a Panther 4 is a nice, you know, in-between option, so I'll give him that. But, you know, part of me would like to see an Ostwind rushed out instead, but I get it here. I mean, he's got no anti-tank weapons, no packs, no Panthers Rex, no Stugs, so no, going for the Panther 4 first is, you know, the, shall I say, in-between safe option. But still, you know, an Ostwind rush would have been, I think, effective, but that's something from my perspective. And you can see now IncaUna does with the maps, there's certainly room for IncaUna to be, or PFC to be, a bit less certain about the efficiency and the success of an Ostwind rush. But there you go, straight for the major here for IncaUna. S-mine from the sun and fuel, very good. Panther almost done. Don't worry guys, with this fancy new bazooka, we'll be able to stop the German Panzerwaffe quite easily. Oh, Panzerwaffe. Looks like someone's from university. Shut up, girl. Sorry, sir. Panther going forward, engaging the infantry out in the open there. Gets it with bazooka. 5th kill holding up here for IncaUna. Still no docs on the for IncaUna. Clearly uncertain what to choose in the face of such a, wow, cynical strategy there being unleashed by PFC. Still got the carve point. Good play to IncaUna. Ostwind league slow suppressed to the 5th kill up north here. Again, more harassment, more maneuvering. But again, the Ostwind are sort of starting to hit their, shall I say, a limit in terms of how much they can do against the increasingly veteran infantry of IncaUna. Highlighting the weakness of the Ostwind, which is they do not scale well. They, again, they're sort of like, you know, a sort of shot, but not in the same terms of presence, just sheer numbers unit. And then you need to, like, you know, go for Panzer conveyors, take out fast, even the light machines like great to go for the ops or something like that way, get some more firepower in the field otherwise. Still, having the Panther 4 is certainly helpful there. We've got the major out. The IncaUna's going to take a bit of a while to still get out any tanks here versus PFC's armor. PFC ball flooding a lot of munitions, and it's worth noting, could have laid down a lot of mines when he had more of a map, to be honest. In fact, that's one of the advantages of an Ostwind doctrine build is you get a lot of munitions to lay down mines. So, bit of an oversight to say there were PFC here versus IncaUna. Bit of an oversight in my opinion. Whatever he does next, he could try and just, you know, say, take up now, just unlock a lot of light machine guns for the Osttruppen. Would slightly, say, compensate for the current situation versus IncaUna. 5th cavalry is in trouble. It's got about, looks like it's going to wipe out the Panther. That'd be a great heist there for PFC versus IncaUna. He's making run here, grabbing it, but could still lose the 5th cavalry again to the Panther 4 and the nearby troops. Very close here. No, it looks like he does get away there. Does get away. Close call here. I think he could actually clear it out and rush up with the Panther 4 to get closer so his machine guns would do more damage. Ooh, or maybe not. Maybe he gets it here. And 9. Oh, he does get it. But there's another infantry squad nearby. Still, IncaUna continue to exert good map to the rest of PFC due to, again, the decreasing combat effectiveness of the Osttruppen as the match progresses. Going to pop a grenade at the Osttruppen and wipe them out again, as expected. Nothing further on the base. 75 called in here by IncaUna's major against PFC. Grabbing machine gun again, and once more wiped by a grenade. At this point, he probably just bit off trying to use the Panther 4 to destroy it and just deny it to IncaUna. Does look to be the case here for PFC. Maybe not. Squad routed. Tank out there for IncaUna. Very good. Thumbs up. Grabbing the Sun victory point. We got 328 versus 356. You could, of course, here go for the Urban Assault or Mechanized to upgrade the Sherman with Bulldozer Blades to make it a bit tougher here versus PFC's tank, giving a bit of an edge there. That could be, I think, a very tactically salient option. Up here, something about here, flanking around IncaUna's northern perimeter. Sherman going to flank the Panther 4. Good push there by IncaUna. Let's see how PFC reacts to that. Probably the blitz here to get the Panther 4 to safety. Going for the Stug, though. 2 thumbs up. If he uses it correctly, of course. Not blitzing with the Panther 4 is a bit of a curious decision. Like, not looking to maximize the distance here because, in terms of like performance, they're fairly close. So it comes down to a bit R&D, in which case the Panther 4 with less health is not favored. So I am a bit surprised that PFC, with so much munitions float, didn't just hit the blitzkrieg button and hightail it out of there. Also, Stug on the way for PFC again. Cancels it for some reason. Perhaps there's a case of hesitancy there by him. Perhaps he was unsure. Perhaps there's something gnawing at the back of his mind. Panther 4 on the Sherm, calling it artillery. That is ambitious. There's definitely one hell of a Panzernacker there. Very ambitious, though. Yeah, not going to work out. I mean, again, I like the idea on paper. It's cool, but in terms of, like, you know, actually realistically doing the job, yeah, not so great. Stug almost done. Also heading northwards, having him here his opponent. Sturmgeschützträger aus von Gefechtsbereit, but honestly, he's strong. He's considered like just going for tier 4 just for the light machine guns, or he needs panzer guns. The officers something else, because again, the Osttruppen on their own currently are just increasingly again just not doing well on their own. Stug chatting forwards and the pinlock machine gun. That's actually fairly nice there. Thumbs up. Crushing some poor Yankee with it. Northern fuel Sherman forwards, getting hit by the Stug. Needs to get a bit of distance between the Stug and the Sherman. Shot fired, whiffed. Osttruppen were trying to get close to Panther 4. Osttruppen keeping the flank covered there. Oh, Telemann off. Very nice, and this of course with the American player. There you go. Stug secures the kill then. IncaUna's Sherman. Sehr gut. Southie going for the sun point there with the mine was very good there by IncaUna. Thumbs up. Still no doctrine though. Still no doctrine. 10 rest of the Stug. Getting some damage in. They got 2 kills on the Stug. I want to pull back the Stug there though. There you go. Lieutenant forced to retreat in the face of the mighty Sturmgeschütz. So once more, tight turns here for PFC due to some better maneuvering with the Osttruppen to cause also the arrival of the Stug. 4 kills and the mighty Sturmgeschütz back here reinforcing him, can soon go for another tank. Still no doctrine here for IncaUna. We're slowly approaching the 20-minute mark, so I think definitely wants to like choose something there soon. Weapon drop there for PFC, opening up for more fuel, munitions, but also crucially machine guns and an anti-tank gun. Providing some more supporting for the Stug and his infantry, and certainly having some machine guns out would also do PFC's infantry a lot of good. There we go, moving forwards. Rushing straight for the machine gun, highlighting he really wants the machine gun Gewehr here to contain IncaUna's infantry. Sandbags here by the center, Stug being repaired. Infantry on the 5 from the Sturmgeschütz, 6 kills. 5 infantry and 1 vehicle kill. Osttruppen end up getting the carbos. They need to retreat, and the Stug should also be holding out of there until we get some supporting fire for it. Bounce shot there, that's pretty lucky. North the Osttruppen is the advancing major. Northern field point there going back and forth between IncaUna and PFC. So there you go, Stug very close to Veterans 1 here. Could go for another Stug soon here versus IncaUna. Could also go for Ostwind or save up for the Panther 4. He's got Osttruppen with the heavy cover flank Lieutenant Rathkop now, and the Osttruppen are going to fall a bit short. They do have the machine gun to assist in the south here. Push from IncaUna as well there, trying to outmaneuver his opponent. Very good, trying to negate the advantage of the Osttruppen as much as possible. Thumbs up. Grenade. Pack also crewed here for PFC. And we got the captain out for IncaUna. No more armor for him anytime soon, so probably going to call in some anti-tank guns. Northern point received by the rifle squad. Could be an idea here for both PFC and IncaUna to consume artillery mortars. Could be, I think, a fairly good investment for both players here. Could be a fairly good investment. Stug charging ahead here, going straight for the echelons. Machine gun blazing away, main gun joining in the fun as well. This is almost the captain here, acting away there for half done for IncaUna. Can't go for a Panther 4 soon. Now being shot here, and there you go. Riesen's finally convinced to vacate the premises. M1 entering ready for IncaUna. Still no doctrine though. We are at the 21-minute mark and he still hasn't chosen something. Sounds get a bit worrisome there for IncaUna. Typically want to be a bit more decisive than that in my opinion. Also goes outmaneuvering the 5th card. Not we can do a lot because they're still not in cover. So again, the accuracy is pretty much rubbish. And for the slow rhyming, Stug getting mentions 7 kills. Panther 4 halfway down there for PFC. Zug hit and the mighty Sturmgeschütz, and the tank and landing a better hit though. Going to force, I think, PFC to pull back the Stug unless he wants to lose it, which would be fairly silly if he wanted to. The South Punies are going to need to push there. They got mine troops arriving, Osttruppen to support as well. Ooh, Stug ruined to cover these Osttruppen there by accident. I think he even killed one of them. My god, I hit someone! Don't worry, Fritz, there's an Osttruppen. Oh my god, I was very for moments there. Osttruppen will go up north, Panther moving forward here for PFC. Panther routing the rifle squad. Certainly helping the Osttruppen, who definitely need some assistance. Back here reinforcing, Stug in dying repairs. Once more, big munitions flood here by PFC. We've got railway support called in again. Right on the pack 40, it seems. Realize it's going to be grabbed by his opponent. Definitely going to be there. But will it be enough to save the pack? At least destroyed, I don't know. Close one, though. Osttruppen theoretically gets a position to clear out the pack through there. Panther 4, they're almost getting knocked up, being one into tank gun. Bit dicey situation for PFC. More Pioneers run, though. Very good. Seizing us on munitions. Of course, need to reconnect his fuel, though. And needs to fix up his armor fairly snel. We got another Sherman there for IncaUna, but still no doctrine. Still no doctrine. Hey, Norfolk Sea, 5th card is secured here by PFC. So good, unless of course you are the Americans, in which case you are not too keen on that.
A capture point is being overrun. Objective secured.
Grab the Southern fuel again. Going to work fixing up the Panther 4, very good idea there. Osttruppen forward, back up in the midfield 4, right foot goes straight for the midfield runs, get suppressed. And grenade off here, thumbs up to IncaUna. Really good grenade usage here so far. While he does have a lot of ace Osttruppen squads, they are again struggling a bit here at this stage of the game. Sherman ready there for IncaUna. Panther 4 almost fixed up. Stug next to the Grime engine. Far up north, you got the Osttruppen there, backed up by its own 50 cal there. Sherman rushing forwards. Looking to want more thing hit the exposed northern party of PFC's territory, which is definitely very easy to crack open with a tank there. In the south side, those also where the fuel is, so push through here could be nice. But he could also just like swing through here the north and then hit up that way and hit the cut-off point that way. Panther is rushing forwards here for PFC. Stug being swiftly fixed up. 8 kills. Panther rushing ahead here, engaging the captain. We got 233 to 320. Captain routed, flanking the rear, pushing them back. Sturmgeschütz good to go. Shambling about here on Osttruppen once more sent packing through the power of a grenade. Stug going in there, guns blazing once more. Good pop machine now, around here, I think, with MD-34. So that's some extra punch that was included as possible too late now. Pan using Northwoods. PFC could go for another Stug. He could also transfer for the Osttruppen. He's also like just gonna go for another Panther 4.
We're losing a capture point.
Great from the Stug here by the Pat 40. The south we've got the Osttruppen against the captain, the Reessence, and the Major. First thing suppressed. Handful engaged with the Sherman. Lot of troops suppressed. Still 99 PFC here though from PFC's MD-34. Smoking off from Major. Thumbs up there to IncaUna. Nice shot there. Get 225 to 312. Looks like PFC setting up for another Panther 4 machine routed. Further north here, Panther 4 pushing forward to assist the Parnese against IncaUna's northern forces. Even as the south falls apart. Definitely need to be careful about that. Another Panther 4 there for PFC though. Definitely sort of maintaining some sort of armor advantage versus IncaUna. IncaUna, by the way, still have not chosen a doctrine.
A capture point is under attack.
9 kills on the Stug. 9 kills, not of course including the friendly fire incident.
Ready. Go ahead.
Panther rushing into the anti-tank guns. That's a definite awkward moment there. He's going to lose it. Could try and call in the railroad support on the anti-tank guns to make it happen to like trace the Panther 4 follow-up, but no, doesn't do that. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Bit late though, bit late for that. Should have done that as soon as he saw them, I think. Stug arriving, gauging a bit as well. They got 10 kills on it. Panther 4 knocked out. Rushing hit with the Stug here. Pretty bold when there's an anti-tank nearby, which is a very good Stug counter to be honest. He's racing to the base here against IncaUna Sherman. Racing it forwards there. I think this is a bit of a bad call by PFC trying to take out the Sherman, exposing it to a lot of anti-tank and fire, and oh dear. Yup. Nice move here by IncaUna, realizing the Stug would just, get around the corner. He just sort of rounding the corner so the Stug would have as least time as possible to get a shot there on the Sherman. Thumbs up to IncaUna there. Definitely a bad call PFC. I guess he might have felt a bit frustrated there, but irritated. Tried to just finish the deal there. Perhaps he got greedy. Either way though, the Stug was wasted and didn't get the Sherman, and he lost also the Panther 4 there. So that could have been done better there by PFC. IncaUna though still without a doctrine versus PFC, still without anything. Up north Parnese with the rifle squad. Lieutenant charging at the northern point to keep it out of German hands.
Points are down to 300.
Plenty of fuel being flooded. We got 208 versus 300. 5th car then engaging a rifle on the centre. Panther 4 flying wide as well.
A capture point is
Now
under
set from the
attack.
anti-tank and then the Panther 4. Northern point being seized. Troops sending out. Sherman flicked up here for IncaUna. Another awesome squad. No, cancels it. Again, there seems to be this duality within PFC. The part that just wants to keep going for Osttruppen, and the part that realizes there is such a thing as too many Osttruppen. Now set down the Panther 4 with the anti-tank gun. Awesome routed. Press the 50 cal. Fixing up the Panzer IV. 5 kills with one in the mighty Sherman tank on IncaUna's command, but still no sign of doctrine. Panther soft there, not enough to really do any significance, but you know, could be a bit of a nuisance there for IncaUna. Bit of a nuisance. IncaUna's got plenty of fuel there for more armor, but so far is a bit more constrained by the manpower though. A bit more constrained, whereas PFC, despite constant infantry bleeding, is not because it's Osttruppen that are doing the bleeding. And there go another weapon drop here for PFC, another machine gun, another Pack 40. More fuel and munitions.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Let's beg the question what PFC's grand plan here is versus IncaUna. No matter what IncaUna's plan is, as he continues to, well, not choose a doctrine. I guess it could feel like he's just not entirely sure what to choose from here against PFC versus an Osttruppen heavy strategy. He may of course have chosen each doctrine specific counters different types of strategies, and just the Osttruppen one is just so out of left field. He's a bit like, you know, what do I choose from? I can't make up my mind. Basketball playing the Pioneers there. 6 kills out on the 50 cal under PFC's command. Second enemy fifth already. So he's got a total of 3 heavy machine gun teams now versus IncaUna, who's only got 1. That's it from the Panther 4. There's 6 kills. And the Osttruppen, I think, continue to be a bit of a hindrance for PFC. A bit of dead weight to a degree, because again, they're just not able to unlock their full power either through the officer or through light machine guns. Well, he needs Panther to do some of the heavier lifting here. It's just, he doesn't have any of those things, so it's kind of being weighed down a bit too much now. And again, he's struggling more with map control. Particularly he also keeps losing his tanks, but you know, really they need is the heavy lifting for the Osttruppen as well. Panther southwards, going to get Sherman. We see there's some nice maneuvering here by IncaUna, keeps it out of safe range of the Panther fast of the Osttruppen. It makes it harder here for them PFC to move into the Panther 4 to finish it off. The center pushing forwards here, machine guns arriving. Now the Sherman swinging back around here with the second time being there. He is not too concerned there. Very nice maneuvering here by IncaUna versus PFC still. Sherman bounces off the Panther Force armor. Troops pressed to the 50 cal. We are at 6 kills if I need to. Back at base for PFC. Not much still happening here. IncaUna continues to be, oh, doctrinally agnostic. Machine being flanked by the captain. Going for the BAR there. Thumbs up to IncaUna. Bit late, but you know, not the end of the world. So not as the Osttruppen. Pioneers wiped out here by IncaUna's lieutenant. Could grab the flamethrower. Another grenade off here on the Osttruppen. Wipe them out there. Really heavy loss enough for PFC. Piling up there. The pain is being delivered. Situation there for PFC is getting tougher and more hazardous as IncaUna is just not pulling any punches versus PFC.
A capture point is under attack.
Well, except for, you know, not choosing a doctrine. Sherman's going to go straight for the Pack 40 and the Panther 4, it seems. Nice hit there. 136 versus 263. Troops are pushed by the machine guns there. We got close to 53 in both those machine gun teams. Panther pushing up northwards here. Could open the northern frontier for PFC once more. Not a bad idea. Let's head to open that up, since there's pretty much no resistance here from IncaUna, and the only things are more preoccupied in the south. Still, PFC would benefit a lot from mortar. I'm still surprised they haven't gone for one, and similarly, IncaUna would also benefit from artillery. So, a bit of notice out there with both players. Something I think they could both improve on. Close to 53 on the MD-34, another Panther for PFC. Could get the flamethrower of the Osttruppen. 108 versus 263. Season in the northern point, another Sherman there for IncaUna. Southern victory point is open.
Enemy, a capture point is being overrun.
Grabbing the northern point. We got the Sherman slinging ready there for IncaUna. Still no doctrine though. Bit of a disappointment there. Our Ralph got ready charging at the Osttruppen by the southern point. Upon south is a victory point in the centre. And just the Emperor's actually timed this time. Thumbs up. Letting your fleet 8 slip, empty being torn to shreds there by it. Nice showing there from PFC's machine gun crew. Harling is a very good ability and one that gets overlooked a lot, to be honest. Sherman letting quick back with the pack 40. We got smoke up being deployed. Thumbs up to IncaUna. Nice save there on the Sherman. Panther 4 need repairs, the Destiny 2. Second one has arrived. We got 98, it's 253.
Sherman ready. Sherman ready to go.
South Austin machine support here. This is the advancing ammo cannon. Got artillery support calling a thing up north here by the anti-tank guns, yes indeed. Going for the Sherman and the Panther almost got it. Main gun out. Main gun up. Got the St. Sherman nearby, so the Panther will get a chance here. Artillery fire dodges by the anti-tank guns. Panther bounces. Falls on the Panther back, but there's going to the anti-tank guns. Oh, one tank there cleared out. But yeah, he's going to lose the Panther, I think. Bit hesitant, there we go. Kaput. Great kill there for IncaUna. Both anti-tank guns that have been wiped. Small win there for PFC. We can grab them. The other one's been cleared up with the Ralph score T plus the machine gun crew. It's the 50 cal, so choosing for PFC is looking both at the same time, you know, optimistic but also horrible, as IncaUna is, you know, also living some pretty aggressive punches. Got the pack 40 there, very good. Thumbs up. Southern points being seized. Troops reinforcing healing. Need to fix up that Panther 4. Schnell. Destroying the anti-tank guns because he can't grab them. That's definitely good decision making there by IncaUna. Thumbs up. Oh, perhaps not deciding he can actually grab them. Continuing to defend the southern victory point. We got 98 was 230. Machine gun there, more incidental kills and rounds, very nice. 98 was 227. 6. Sherman racing forward through the south. Another Panther 4 there for PFC, no Sturmgeschütz. Okay, destroyed the anti-tank after all. Machine cleared out there, another blow there to PFC. To Deutschland. Grand northern victory point is the Osttruppen. Awesome right here in the face of the two Shermans. Got the St. Johnny in the front as well. Some big funding claimed to by IncaUna. 94 versus 224. 93. 91. Panther moving to assist with the Shermans. Got 16 kills with 2 on it. 89. 7. Not looking great here for PFC, not improving here. We got the Osttruppen catching the anti-tankers there once more. Second Panther ready. Panther continuing the duel here. Second Panther ready, but
We're losing a capture point.
yeah, okay, right back behind the first Panther. They missed that one. Osttruppen trouble with the Shermans. We got 20, we got 6 kills on them. We got 45 kills on them. He just killed so many of them. So absolutely many of them. Panther 4 knocked out, and with that I think PFC is very much in deep Scheiße. There you go. PFC surrenders. Loss here for Germany. Victory for America, freedom, democracy. I do think IncaUna, of course, will go on for the doctrine, but I think he handled quite well. Sort of played it carefully and waited for PFC to lose his natural advantage with an Osttruppen opening, and PFC just never corrected himself. That combined with some awkward armoured losses, I think, allowed IncaUna to slowly win this game. That said, I think had PFC gone out for the officer, the Panther needs to say at least at one point just gone for tier 4 just to unlock light machine guns. I think IncaUna could actually have been punished here for this. Plus, if he hadn't, you know, thrown away his Panther 1 Stug here, I would also say they'd been pretty good. Both players also would benefit significantly from at least one mortar, so that's definitely a real improvement here for both PFC and IncaUna. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. This is Imperial Links. Cheers. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.